And now I will show you how to draw a platform like this. It's a bit trickier than the last one, and it looks way more interesting. Well, maybe not way more, but definitely more interesting.
What else can we do? I'll make a copy again. What else can we add? We can add a shadow to the ground. I'll press Ctrl D to make another copy of the grass. Now I can move it. I'll make this grass a little lighter. And I'll move it slightly higher. Now it will have a shadow, and accordingly, it will look more volumetric. In addition, we can add some small stones to the ground, or patches of dirt, clay. I'll take the same shade as before, but make it a little lighter. It can be with or without an outline. Different spots like this, I'll copy them with Ctrl D and change them so they look different. Something like that. I won't spend too much time on it. Let them look similar to each other. It's not a big deal. You can change their size, rotate them, something like this. We can also add shadow to the lower part of the ground. I can draw the shadow here with the Bezier Curves tool, but it's better if we go over that method later, though it's perfectly fine. I'll make a copy of the platform, shrink it, and make it a bit darker. Now I need to make sure this dark rectangle is positioned under my light patches. For that, I'll use this tool. I click the arrow and it moves downward. The key is not to click too much so it stays a light brown platform. Now I'll take the object editing tool. I'll turn this object into Bezier curves. Now I can make a curved, uneven shape, but I won't change the edges. Let them stay as they are. If I move them, it will only be vertically. They can't be moved left or right. The edges must be straight. I'll explain later why that's necessary. We can add some shadow, as if we're starting a new layer of rock there. Now the platform looks better. Why did I make the edges all straight? I kept them as straight lines on the left and right. I did this so that in the game we can build a long surface. Look, if we copy this with Ctrl D, I'll copy the platform again and move it to the side. Now we can position it like this, but we see that the edges don't align here, and we see two different images, more precisely two identical ones. What can we do? I'll select this image and click here, or press the H key on the keyboard to mirror it horizontally. Now the platform has mirrored horizontally, and its start aligns with its end. Now I just need to move it a little bit. I select these two objects, click Path and Union to merge them. Now it's merged. I'll make it so it's again under the light ground patches, and this one should be under it. These 3 points can be selected and merged into one for a smoother transition. The same thing can be done with these two objects. I'll select the grass on the left and right and merge them into one object. I'll click here to move it to the front. Here, one point appeared, one vertex, and I'll smooth it out to make a smooth transition. Done. Now everything looks nice. We don't see the seam between the platforms. Here, these objects are too identical. I'll change it a little so it's not obvious it's a copy. Something like this. Maybe even like this. Now it's one long platform, and its start aligns with its end. Now if I duplicate this platform in the game with Ctrl D and start moving it, I'll be able to extend the ground infinitely from one image. I don't need that right now. I'll cancel it with Ctrl Z. I just wanted to show you that this is possible.